Hello everybody! Oh, turned myself up. Hopefully audio is okay now. Hello, hello. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Hello. I have been having that quite a bit recently. Thank you, thank you. But hello everybody! Welcome back, thank you. Thank you for joining me. I hope everybody has been well. Only professional streaming hours, it really is. I actually remember right when I started streaming and I was sort of looking at like live streaming guides, and I was on like a live streaming Reddit, and I had a picture of, there's a post that was like, this is what it's like to tech your stream while you're on live, and it was just it was an old picture of a person like teching on an airplane while it was flying. And it does feel a bit like that sometimes. But hello. Gonna move me, what's the game? Move me over a bit. I hope everybody's been doing well. Today we're trying something new. Since I put the first thing I learned about this game as the title, and that made me want to try it. I have been wanting to play something a little more story focused. The title is strong seller, exactly. Oh, Kikyo, no worries. You never have to make excuses. I didn't stream for like a month because I was busy on with my own stuff. So a few things before we start. So this is set in I believe Poland, 1905. To prepare myself, I tried to brush up on Polish pronunciation a little bit. I have a cheat sheet for myself because I know there's going to be a lot of Polish names and places and vocabulary, and I want to do that the best I can. But it's still, I'll try, and hopefully we can learn some of this together. And it's also not a time period I'm super familiar with. The L with the cross is a W. Yes. I definitely didn't want to go into a game not being able to say anything. Evie, huge congratulations. I'm so happy for you. That's huge. Huge. That's a huge accomplishment. I'm just getting ready with some tea. And outside the description, I don't totally know, besides something very story focused. I believe there's a battle system. And being a detective game, we should all know what the first mission is. We need to find our Kim. So let us start a new game, and let me know how volume is. Is this loading? Okay. The loading screen, not freezing already. Thaumata is a word deriving from Greek. It means miracles. A thaumaturge, or a tempermancer, is able to discover secrets lingering in persons or places. They recognize flaws or stigmas imprinted on the human psyche and can bring them to the surface. Are they a doctor of souls? It is impossible to fully name the essence of a thaumaturge without being born one.
For years I've been seeing you in my dreams, and lately more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you. I hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone. I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested. He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you're safe. With as much love as I have. Rikia.
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
What's your message?
Here we go. I am playing on medium because my computer was having a bit of trouble with the streaming and model, and I don't think I've played a super intense 3D game. I don't think, but it is having an effect on some of these hair textures. First, play a trick on him. They can be direct at the beginning. I don't know how this dialogue system works quite yet.
Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I have found him. I hope he will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
And greetings to your sister.
Please add, my love to you, my sister.
Touching. From whom?
My name is Viktor Szulski. S-Z-U-L-S-K-I. And Viktor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw. Russia.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere. On every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
Yeah, I do need to... I would like to know... Okay, making sure I'm not covering anything with this position. So the one thing I'm sort of covering up a little bit... Oh, oh no. 1 second. Excuse me. The one thing, there's this little perception in the corner, but I think that's the only thing I've covered up like this. Zoom. Many buttons. Okay, info, save journal. I assume we'll get more tutorializing as we'll go in. Entries. Yeah, I do want to see a proper map because I don't know. I know it's 1905, but even when and where in 1905 is going to affect things. Entries, journal entries, okay, tasks. Insights and... Oh, look at these. Me! Those other information being a valuable source of knowledge about the world. Thaumaturge. Okay, here's our ability tree. What is happening here? Cards. Those cards. Those look like cards. Belongings. We do have a cool book. Everyone should have a cool book. It just makes a cool accessory. Map. Multiple objectives. Really switch. Okay. Okay. I just want to take a look at all these. Heart. Your bond is weakened and in danger of collapsing. Manipulation. This is how we get new personas? Dimension Force Heart. Dimension Force Mind. Dimension Force Deed. These are all Yu-Gi-Oh card names. Dimension Force Word. Mind. Okay, this... Gamble. I also like dice. Don't like gambling. Quick attacks. Okay, these also look like, yeah, upgrades. Thaumaturge points. Cool book. Oh. Flaw. Many people have flaws, but only thaumaturges are aware of their existence. These are blemishes on a personality created as a result of turbulent experiences. They attract salutors and allow young thaumaturges to make a pact with their first salutor. Your flaw is pride. If you nurture it by making the right choices, it will impact the course. You nurturing your flaw. It will impact the course of events in the future. Okay, so it's more of that. Oh, and we can acquire them. My innate flaw, it got me into trouble on more than one occasion, but also it kept me out of it sometimes too. It is an integral part of me. Uber follows this flaw. Increases heart's dimension force by 1. I love dimensions force. Then we can acquire them. Hello. These look like combat abilities. Quick look at the journal. Active quest, Shadows of Sin Past. Find the miracle worker. Almost there. We shall see if the spiritual doctor I've been following is able to help me. Looking for a miracle worker. Conclusions. Oh, this is the fun stuff. Okay, might save this for a moment. Me. I like the watercolor look. Sir Victor Shulsky. I was born a thaumaturge on September 22nd, 1875 in Warsaw under the Tsar's rule. 15 years ago, I made a pact with my first salutor, Upir. Then, with his help, I tried to help my friend. It didn't work out. My father was furious. He sent me and my mother to Paris. Then I did a lot of stupid things and almost lost my powers and my connection. Now, here I am, broken, lonely. My only hope is a traveling mystic. Such is life. We'll go more into these when we need them, I think. Caucasus. The Russian... Okay, this will be actually what we should know about right now. The Russian Empire, a beast. Extend your hand to it, and you will lose it. Fat, but always hungry. Respecting only force. Unresponsive to rational reasoning. That is the way the imperial powers are, and the Russian Empire seeks to reign supreme among them. But who knows how long it will last? History has seen greater falls. People are starting to speak their minds, starting to act. Turbulent moods foreshadow change. The war with Japan gave citizens new arguments against the Tsardom's inept policy, and the cusp of bitterness continues to fill. The Tsar fails to live up to his time, and his authority is faltering. It seems powerless in the face of the future that is about to become a reality. And in the midst of it all, there is still, at the Empire's mercy, the Kingdom of Poland. Deprived of autonomy, it has taken a Russian face, but deep inside, its heart is still beating. Poland continues to smolder. More than 100 years have passed since Poland disappeared from the world map, divided between three powers, the German Empire, the Austro-Hungarian monarchy, and the Russian Empire. The Kingdom of Poland, with its capital in Warsaw, is under the tough rule of the Tsar. The Polish language is being pushed out of schools, offices, and public spaces by the invaders. However, the Polish dream of regaining independence is still alive, and the revolutionary moods abroad seem to favor the fight for freedom. Yours and ours. Whoa. Belongings. Oh, grimoire. Even better. We have a... money? Revolver? Passport? Fashion magazines. Sketches. Oh, I was wondering if we were gonna have a little bit of customization. And a map. Okay. Open, we have a time. Okay, this is about as far as we can... I can't scroll around anymore. Okay. And we seem to be looking for this miracle worker. Okay, no, I said cool. I love games that teach me something, so I'm really happy to see, like, something that's willing to, like, dip deep into the historical context here. And I love hoping that we can all learn something, together. Last letter. Dear Anthony, it feels like ages have passed since your last letter. Or maybe it's just the winter that makes everything good and warm seem distant. As you can guess, life of exile does not spoil me. Years ago, I was uprooted from my homeland and sent to a foreign land among foreign people to fight under the Russian banner. And how am I today? I live among people who hate me. I'm losing my health and my mind and cultivating the land that I fertilized with the blood and flesh of its sons. And I can't leave here. I can't stop reminiscing. Death seems to be my only means of escape. Please pray for me. Constante. I don't think this letter will make it through the censorship, but if it does, please tell Anielka the thought of her brought me solace until the very end. Okay, so maybe we can't deliver this. Okay. One. Okay. Cool. This is right clip. Dear Yanko, please stop with the gentry snobbery. Listen to what I tell you. Times are changing. You can no longer rely solely on property ownership. The peasants are different now, and it is not at all clear how things will turn out in the coming years. You just have to look. Wherever you turn, you hear about revolts and peasant guerrillas going at the lords with pitchforks. We have to protect ourselves. Have something on the side. Some business that will allow us to live with dignity. That's what I'm telling you for the last time. Go to the bank in Tiflis and take a loan against half of our assets in the I need to look how this is. That Caucasus? Invest in the oil business in Baku. The railroad is already getting there and the world needs kerosene. You need to act. I will send you all the documents and authorizations. Don't delay any longer. Greetings, love. Hi, Helem. Hi, Too Lazy. Welcome. And I can't talk to you. Oh, apparently not. Perception. As a thaumaturge, you possess exceptional perception. You can see things that are hidden from sight, you can anticipate the enemy's actions, and you can follow traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words, and you can reach your goal easier. But I want to explore also. The running speed is pretty good. The Tiflis Herald. Tiflis? The tragic events of August 29th have cast a shadow on the city of Tiflis, leaving it in deep mourning. Yesterday's rally, where the reform proposals set out by Minister Alexander... I practiced my pronunciation and I still get worried. Buligin were to be discussed. Was brutally interrupted by Cossack troops that stormed inside the municipal board building. Armed Cossacks entered in the conference room, wreaking havoc in the turmoil. 60 people were killed and over 100 were injured. People are shocked at another instance of unjustified aggression against the nation of Georgia. Many believe more mass strikes are inevitable. I like the little snap. Okay, here's... hello, coachman?
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
So let's double check if there's the healer.
So is it just locals living in the village?
Who else would want to live in a shithole like this?
I actually meant, is there anyone visiting, a guest?
Ah, you came for some healing. Well, he's no guest here. He's been here months, my friend. The people are tormented, so he's sure got folks to heal.
Where might I find him?
I bet he's still in the tavern. He prays this time of day. Oh, he prays a heck of a lot. You getting in, or what?
Let's...
Can you wait for me a minute? I want to take a look around.
Well, I'm not going to leave you now, am I?
Yes, please. Let's just do a
Thank you.
quick... Let's just make sure... we're not missing something very obvious. Like the trigger for the dog ending. Okay. Is there a save? Let's... okay, there is a save. Good. And there is an autosave. Okay, good to know. We get to name them. Should remember to rotate my saves.
All set?
Yes, please.
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
Is the dog ending? I don't know, but I hope so. Prologue, hoping for the better. This where we find Kim?
Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there, past the little square, up the steps. They'll tell you where the preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
Thank you. Journal updated. Okay, so OG. Why are they these keys? They don't feel the most intuitive to put everything. I mean, obviously M would be map, but oh, and we can use WASD. Okay, that might be a bit easier for me. Mouse and keyboard. Okay, we can't just talk to anyone. Nice boots. And okay, more letters. Can you rotate your view? I'm not sure. Is that automatic or? That's a good question. Seems to be automatic. Great timing. Soon the day will come when the people will throw off their hated shackles. The one stroke of the mighty arm, hardened by work and struggle with misery, they'll get rid of the despised Tsar. May the recent events, so agonizing for many, be a torch that will kindle the flame of a just revolution. It will only take a few people to raise their heads proudly and abandon their work for the flame to become an inferno that will consume the oppressor and cleanse our lands. It is already happening. Workers in major cities are preparing for action. Country folk are also joining the fray. The hour of trial is upon us. Let us not lose heart. Oh, got experience. Hello.
Gentlemen, is this the tavern here?
Hey, Putnik. You coming from far?
Indeed, I'm tired.
Nice boots. Are they warm?
A proud answer. It not only draws from your Flower Pride's level, but will also feed it more. I mean, it's only begin. We can see what this does. See what this does.
Actually, I have particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, these might kick their arses.
Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. Got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
Oh,
It's your snummy. We're the Tsar's soldiers.
Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
combat. Oh. When your enemies lose all their health, you win the fight. The enemy's health points are shown on the bars below their feet, while your health points are represented in a bar in the bottom left corner of the screen. Oh. Let's start. Look at, oh. This one's just as attack. I think I wanted more info. Victory conditions. Okay, that's all it's... Okay. Quick attack inflicts damage. Planned attack. Slow inflicts damage, but it will... Oh, switching targets. Okay, thank you. Let's just try and get you. One hit. I might turn the graphics down a little bit more just because it is lagging a little bit on my side as well. Action cue. Perception allows you to anticipate the enemy's actions. To find out what they're planning, unfold the action cue at the top of the screen. Each skill has its own speed. Slower skills are more powerful but require preparation, bringing the risk of the enemy attacking first. Okay, so round 3, round 4, round 5. And then, okay, this will still go before. We can do a quick one.
Serge the Ruski is right. They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
Okay, let's see who this is. I have a feeling even if we said the other answer, we wouldn't have avoided that. Thaumaturge points. On the Grimoire's cover, Thaumaturge points. Purchase skill upgrades, improve your powers within any dimension. Again, yeah, this just brings us here. You can go heart. Lost one. Seed. Restores your folk gamble. 60% chance of dealing double damage. That's over 50. That's pretty good. Restores your focus. Still not really sure what the dimension force is. Fortune. 50% chance of interrupting the enemy's planned action. I guess if we go into these, then we'll get more salutores, perfectionism, lucky chance. I think we'll save the point for now until I have a better idea of what we need. Hello, King Antarctica. I'm doing well. I'm streaming. That's the best possible thing I could be doing. So let me just turn a few of these that I don't think I actually need that high. Might help a little bit. Doggy, pet!
Good boy.
Yay! There's the inn. Oh! Real doggy heard me say that. Hi, my stray dog. They heard doggy and came. Streaming is the thing you enjoy the most. I like playing games. I like talking. I mean, maybe not. I mean, there's a lot of things I like, but learning things and playing games makes me happy. Let's... Our correspondence report from the newly appointed Governor General of the Yerevan Province, Prince Napoleon Louis Joseph Jerome Bonaparte, just arrived in town. The highest officials were present at the welcoming ceremony. Followed by a dinner with representatives from the Yerevan's most eminent families, the Governor General's address to the townspeople is expected in the next few days. Yeah, my fairy dog just came and sat under the chair. Thank you, King. Can you pat my fairy dog for me? Okay. Baby. Oh, there she is. Okay. Excuse me? Wait, Rasputin?
Forgive me, sir. Is your name Grigory Efimovich Rasputin?
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time, and...
And you expected a thinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings, even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
Is Rasputin our Kim? I want to see it for myself.
If you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a Thaumaturge.
Thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
This
I
one.
first learned of you in Paris. A charismatic miracle worker from Russia. I even heard about you from my doctors. By the time I got to Petersburg, you were already gone. I've crossed almost 3 continents, through Siberia, India, and half of Europe. But if you're asking me about my origins, I'm from Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Wiktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a Thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
I'll accept the challenge.
What would you like me to do, sir?
I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
Prayer beads. Observation. Time-worn prayer beads with 30 woolen knots. Trace. The zeal gushing from the beads impregnates the wool better than the towel from the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with a mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. The touch of the beads burns, but it also attracts. Rasputin's wish. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal and passion. He is a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce, who is easy to follow. One just has to be careful not to get burned by the flames of his ardor. You've acquired the knowledge or contacts required to give a response. Examine it.
Have you figured anything out yet?
Got everything I need.
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
Observations are information that you acquire by interacting with people and items. Observations make up conclusions, a valuable source of knowledge about the world and events that can help you in different situations. Thaumaturge is perception, which allows them to read other people's emotions, actions, words, and thoughts left on items. In order to recognize them, you must develop the heart, deed, word, and mind dimension sufficiently. Some items you will find a trace of someone's personality. It takes one of 3 forms. Unknown, you see it for the first time. Familiar, you have seen it before, but you're not certain who it belongs to. Certain, you know exactly who left it. Traces are only revealed once you pass the test of perception on the item.
Let's take a look around.
I already love this system. Oh. Oh, here we go. Okay, so definitely this one. Hair cloth. Dimension force to low mind, trace unknown. So we can put a point into mind if we need, but let's just look around. In case there's alternative. Oh, yep.
Who would have thought there were such layers of passion within him?
Prayer book, an ornate prayer book containing prayers for the Russian Orthodox Rite. It vibrates with a languishing moan of delight. The touch of silk, the scent of courtly powder, but that which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impending separation and longing. Indeed. Who would have thought that this priest had such passion? Surprisingly, the mask of a healer conceals an outstanding lover, irresistible to women's hearts and bodies. Perhaps this is one of his healing methods. And let's just keep looking for a second. I don't know, would he get mad if we gave him something that's so revealing? A streamer I like has been playing this game, The Council, which has a quite interesting way of... Oh, now it came out this one.
Maybe I will try later.
Okay, so you can put... Okay, we can put a word into these. It's called The Cancel, and actually I watched a playthrough of it a while back when it... I think closer to when it came out. And it's a very strange game. But it was making me think of sort of about dialogue. There's a whole bunch of ways the dialogue system works, where everybody has sort of like different types of weaknesses, and just the actions you make gives you points in different things. So I was hoping, so I am sort of, I want to see where this goes. Already the flaw system is interesting.
What have you learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend. Have a seat.
Oh, thank goodness. That is the best pop-up you can receive.
Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
I'm not gonna ask about that. Tell them what problems you've got.
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind... I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
And pay him well. I don't know if we can pay him. I'm a little concerned about the pride thing. I mean, I think this is too early for real consequences. 'Cause I don't really know what the benefit is here yet.
I don't have much dignity left. I'm prepared to beg for your help.
That won't be necessary, Victor. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a Thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me...
Where am I? Rasputin. There's no one in here.
Shadows of sins past. Oh, hello. Oh, never mind.
I need to get out of here. What is this sound? Shackles?
Back. Boss arena?
You're blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, Father.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind. Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
Oh.
I can see, Father. Clearly.
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes, absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you again. And something else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a salutar, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
This rules. Okay. I got the back to life achievement. This can't believe Rasputin was that early. I mean, I should have expected, but even so. Okay, multiple objectives. Quests have multiple objectives. Freely switch for the one you'd like to track. After switching, the objective will reveal a path to follow. Sometimes this path is so mysterious that it eludes even an experienced Thaumaturge. No worries, the remaining objectives will provide a way to solve the current quest. Yeah, I kind of want to do this one if we're able to. Okay, that one does give me a direction. Hello, coachman.
Excuse me. I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery. It's not like anyone there is going to run away. And look, my horse is more dead than alive.
The coachman doesn't want to take me to the cemetery. If I use my power, I should be able to make him change his attitude. Something continues to elude you. Keep searching. Okay, so look around.
I'll be right back.
Is what that means. Manipulation. Using Thaumaturge, you can manipulate other people. First, you must know a person's secrets, which you can learn by making conclusions. If the manipulation is available, the character interaction will change, and Upa will appear next to the character. And then... okay. This one also leads us back here. I thought it did. Also all this.
What do we have here?
Oh.
They'll all gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch. All these newcomers causing more problems.
Oh, dropped apple. I was laughing at the, I think the lower quality, making the apple a bit low res. A bruised crimson apple. Vesna was trembling, dropped a fruit basket, and left this orphan behind. Vesna has left her distinct trace on the fruit. It consists of a heart fluttering in panic and a throat painfully clenched. A bite of this apple would taste of pure fear. So we have... and are these still locked? Okay. Well, when we know more about this, I think then we'll spend the points. I really like this sort of like the watercolor look that they're doing. Okay, is this bringing us just back to the coachman? Oh, salmon. The coachman used the rag to wipe the sweat from his forehead. The rag reeked with the sour old odor of fatigue. Attempts to free the wheels from the soft soil made the spine crack like a fishbone, and the muscles burn with fire, and no one would help. Such was his job, such was his fate. We also have... okay, and there's this one. Protective charm. Made of strings, sticks, and feathers, it's supposed to protect the residents from the influence of evil powers. Let's go up here. The big red blob in the map. What does this look like? Okay. You still want to go there?
Am I sensing?
Knock!
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. I'm telling you, go away, or I'll call for help. Help! Help! Somebody help me!
What are you doing here, you tramp?
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to
I
talk.
want to help.
We'll talk, all right.
Oh. Oh. Improve. I like the look of the 60% chance of dealing double damage. I don't know. Oh, there's more here. We already have one heart. I don't know if it's... Although it might just be better to get to unlock all of these. Oh, and there's more things here. Quick attack. Strong attack. Planned attacks. Damage over... damage over time. Influences. Okay. Where's your focus? Well, I don't think we'd be locked out of anything. Fixation. Youth of thought. I wish I knew more of what these did. No idea how plentiful the points. I know, it's hard to gauge. Well, I assume that we had an autosave going on. Let's just go into it. Oh! Oh, here we go. In order to launch a strong attack against an enemy, you must take away all of their okay. That's what focus is. Causing them to enter the breakdown state. Just like real life. Strong attacks are much more powerful than other skills and allow the fight to end quicker. Here's his focus. I wonder if it's easier. You have less HP and seem to be doing more damage. Might go against you. Let's do diversion. Oh, not this world. Inflicts damage. Restores your health points by 0. Which is half of what you've lost. Bloody Pennant. Your intoxication inflicts damage, restores your health. Okay, so both of them are... Oh, I didn't even... You and your Salutator each have your own separate set of skills. Plan what you want and give the Salutator an appropriate command. Okay, okay. Okay, action cancelled. This is cool, this is cool. Restore... How can I not choose something called Bloody Penance? The enemy has lost all of their focus and is now in the breakdown state. It is a great chance to launch a strong attack. That was the plan. Do the same. Let's give it the focus. And I feel a bit bad. They have 1 and we have 8. And also restore our health. Then we'll just do the strong attack. And we'll just do the same. An attack. I just want the health a little bit. I love that you're
The devil sent you.
walking it off.
could
Walking
say
it
that.
off.
Sure.
The village residents, if thinking interferes with their actions, so much the worse for thinking. The locals are impetuous, irritable, and eager to pick a fight with even the most trivial reasons. Something is not right here. That guy's not having a good time. Open stream, watches an old man get stabbed and punched. As in many games. And I love how punches do way more. They are strong punches. I mean, this guy, he said he wasn't in his best state. But we're like one-hit KOing some of these. Let's just keep looking. Oh. Examine. Dish shards. The broken ceramic trembles with anger and frustration. The quarrel erupted suddenly, spewing out bile of mutual complaints and grievances. Its sweet and pungent taste stupefied, compelled screaming, finger pointing and hurting. The frenzy lasted until all involved were out of breath. I can kind of see where this is going, but let's see if we can find out who the other party is.
Maybe I will try later.
So yeah, maybe let's put 1 into Word. I feel like we're gonna want at least 1 in everything. The box is marked with words of love, sweet as kisses. The names Vesna and Luca intertwine, cuddling tenderly against the wood, against the delicate carvings, trying to protect them from damp and rain, from all the evil the world carries with it. Trace unknown. I think one of the guys earlier we met was called Luca. Hello, geese.
Am I sensing?
There's something here. Oh, dead goose. Someone or something strangled this goose. From the goose's twisted neck flows the anger and passion of the person who slaughtered the poor bird. The wave of emotion carries no desire for meat or feathers, only the sour taste of envy and the desire for all of Bogdan's property to go to hell. And we can talk to the wise woman.
Over my dead body. I reject this verdict.
Well, I expected as much, and he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away. You're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers. A witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother. And this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too?
Because you strangled mine. Now what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
The conflicted neighbors. A dead goose lies between the quarreling presents, the obvious bone of contention here. If the wise woman is to settle this dispute, she'd better do it quickly. It will come to fisticuffs in a moment. Hey, Lloyd, welcome! It seems that the neighbors quarreled over a goose strangled in an act of revenge, a classic of the genre. Why did you have to bring the goose into it, though? Oh. Make Anatoly calm down.
Why don't you relax and listen to the words of a wise woman?
Cool!
Well, all in all, it's... I'm sorry, Bogdan.
Come inside, and tell me what you're doing here.
He ran out of dialogue. And now we have another point. He reverted to the kind of NPC where you can't talk to them. Salt on the doorstep. Salt on the doorstep protects from unwanted visitors and other misfortunes. Hello, wise woman. Hold on, you have interactables. Read. Yes, please. So, my dear son, my heart is crying. Have I harmed you so that you write about me like this? That you renounce your legacy, your hand, and your blood? I never said a word to you when you refused to farm with us, nor when you went to Tiflis to study. And now you want me to write only in Russian? Child, Georgia flows in your blood. She is the salt in your tears and the glue in your bones. You will not renounce her. You can't. They say that every nation has its demons, its phantoms, ghosts, and nightmares were created to make naughty children behave. But I have gone halfway around the world preaching the word of God and learned the truth. These demons, fiends, and devils cursed by God are real, and they are everywhere. In the distant Sirmia, people whispered the name Bukavats, a cruel beast whose presence brings wrath and commands people to inflict violence on their neighbors. A fairy tale, you say? But I've seen Bukavats here in Pyatigorsk. I heard the rattle of his chains and felt his fangs digging into his neck and tugging at every fiber of my soul. And I felt the fury that this wraith brings with it, the anger from which there is no escape, the taste of blood in my mouth that no prayer can erase. May the holy walls of the Oblate Church stop this beast. Blessed Virgin, keep me safe.
The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
Oh, okay. I don't really want to accuse her. I'm not sure yet how impactful some dialogue choices are, if this is the kind of game where you can ask everything with no consequence, or it will have consequences. There was the Rasputin will remember this, so we might leave that.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
But quite a lot going on for a little tutorial area. So let's keep looking. I was reading about tutorial design recently, and there's a lot of nuance that can go into how much freedom you give players, how you decide to present information, how even just big you want your initial maps to be. still ask. Maybe we will try. Is it worth trying to talk to Vesna again? And I do kind of like this sort of open freedom that we're having here. Let's check on her again and then... Oh yeah, okay. I need to pay attention to those red particles. Damage axe shaft. A damage axe shaft. The trace it bears does not belong to Vesna. Although it's already become moldy from disuse, it carries the memory of the spirit of the one who wielded it. A loner by choice, with a disposition as tart as juniper berries. The shaft is overgrown with the thorns of bitter words, but there are other warm, delicate as rose petals. They betray a love for someone who's not afraid of thorns, a love that is difficult but not accepting of violence. Domestic squabbles. In this house lives a married couple who does not mince their words. They argue violently, loudly, until they are out of breath, but they persist. Together, despite everything. May we speak now?
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please leave. Please. Please.
Okay, no. We got that. Let's maybe check on the old woman again quickly. This unlocked anything?
You've been going in so many circles, your head will spin.
Maybe we can ask.
A lot of people benefit from your wisdom. They're superstitious and timid, as far as I've been able to figure out. Easy to control, right?
Pot calling kettle. That, my boy, that you can ask that charlatan with fancy dress and beard. Who takes advantage of who here? Bah! The people here are believers, of course. But the spirit in the village is real too.
Okay.
Is this spirit you're talking about, not a person?
I heard it howling. That's nothing human. One evil spirit here persecutes people, and you can hear it now and then, sometimes. Tragedies attract it, and impure thoughts. We here call it a Bukovac.
But other places probably call it other things.
An evil spirit's an evil spirit. It torments people and turns their weaknesses against them.
And what if I told you I could get rid of it?
I'd say I'll believe it when I see it. And I'd ask, how else can I help you?
Oh, I'll be back.
Then I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
Okay, Bukovac. Hi David, welcome. I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you for checking in. I'm playing a new game, as always. And sharing it with everybody. And it's very much my type of game. That's exciting me. I think we looked around. Let's talk to the coachman again. Oh, and there's more particles here. Okay. Gotta pay attention to that more. Shovel. The shovels still show traces of mud and ice. The coachman had to free the wagon's wheels from the soft soil that had engulfed them. He's tired. He's worked hard at unloading the wagon alone, and all he dreams of is a moment of rest. I can relieve his suffering. Oh. Manipulate. It's the big manipulate button, okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
make the coachman's fatigue go away.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery, and I meant to take the horse out for a ride, so get on.
I want to hope we actually did relieve him a little bit. Given as we just turned him into our quick travel. Just turn him into our form of instant quick travel. What have we got up here? Let me just look around first.
Damn it.
Oh, deed 1. Dimension Force, too low deed. But let's spend a point on deed. And there's also available upgrades. Skill upgrades. Each skill can be upgraded. Place the upgrade in the designated spot on the skill icon. Each upgrade takes some space. Choose wisely. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Quick attack, planned attack, concussion. Juices focused by additional point. If the enemy is in suffering. I think... Oh, okay, I like this, I like this. I feel like that's worth putting on a quick attack. I'm not sure about this one. Let's go back to... Yeah, okay, we did deed. I'm still unsure if we are going to, like, if it expects us to go all these different paths, or... I mean, it's definitely going to be worth it to put one in everything, but... if we're going to start unlocking, like, multiple ways of doing each quest. Eve of Thought reduces focus by additional point if the enemy is in the suffering state. Let's put it here for now. Someone strikes against stone, heavy, guided by a hateful hand. The blows carry anger, despair, chaos. The tombstone cracks and crumbles, but it's not enough. Death is not enough. Vandalizing a grave is not enough. Nothing will ever be enough. Stop. Okay. Any more... here? No. Hi, Rasputin.
You're alive. Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
Yeah, thanks.
I don't have enough words to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see? To them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yafits.
Doom. Locals say that since the death of the village elder, a doom has hung over the village. Minor quarrels immediately turn into bloody fights, and people are tense and withdrawn. Things are not looking good. They might be right.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a salutor. That's what might be influencing the villagers in Wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a Bukavach.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A Bukavach.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today. Amen.
Superstitions. A man in the cemetery claims the village is haunted by a lich. Name is Bukavach. A peaceful and happy village? Not quite. The villagers are riled up on the point of breaking, laying the blame for their troubles on the actions of Bukavach. They are trying to defend themselves against this dark force with folk methods. Okay, we're following him. He has a companion. Going back now? Okay. Oh, burned homestead. He's become a companion. I mean, we're following him. He's not following us. Okay, are we looking to explore here? So he's part of the way to being a Kim.
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
A destroyed door frame. By some miracle, it survived the fire. Thick lines of wood grain are visible on the frame. They arrange themselves into words, carved as if by a chisel. They scream about in an attempt to break down the door. About the hinges finally letting go. They scream into a deaf void. Fear of the flames has embedded itself deep in the fabric of the door frame, and trepidation about losing a loved one.
A horrible death.
A place of death, a dried blood stain. It is soaked deep into the burned boards of the house. The blood sounds like suffering. It flowed quickly. The wound inflicted with the scissors wasn't large, but it was accurate. Life left the body. The heart went into a spasm, and the mind recognized the end. It lasted for some time, and then the flames came, and the pain resounded anew. He's not disappointed enough, but we might get there. I'm sure we can certainly get there. Let's look around outside first. The well? Oh, here we go.
True fear.
Ragdoll, a charred ragdoll. It appears old. The doll is caked with a hard crust of fear. Its layers are like the varnish on an age-old painting. A child's fear, a girl's terror, a young woman's dread. They form a cocoon smelling of turpentine that constricts the throat and forces tears from the eyes. Very certain, Vesna. Okay. Now... Oh, we can talk to you?
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime. birth did the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give them back to her. She ought to know more about what happened here.
Vesna's trace. The same trace can be felt on the ragdoll and the item dropped by the woman. Vesna smells of fear. Her nerves are badly strained. Her heart is trembling. Her fingers are stiff from anxiety, and her mind wanders, lost in the wilderness of fear. I may be able to find her home and discover what's behind her jittery condition.
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge. Because I think it's time to get out of here.
Why the hurry, Father? We're the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
I really want to know what the impact of this is. Draws from your flow price level, but also feeds it more. I mean, I suppose at a time we might... wonder, like, I still don't know the impact. I wonder, I mean, at a certain point we might be locked out of answers unless our pride's high enough. In that case, we want to, but what's bad about that? I wonder if maybe we'll be locked into only pride answers, for instance. But the odds are uneven now.
This doesn't look like a fair fight.
I don't think they care.
That's why we're giving you a chance. Make a donation and we'll disperse in peace.
I didn't say the advantage was on your side.
I thought Rasputin might join in. I really like this battle track. Okay. You have... plant hit, deep cut... and how much? 23 to 24. Six to 10, deep cuts. Let's try and get rid of you. I wonder if we can get more flaws like that, and that will unlock more dialogue options. Now we'll do concussion. These have like brass knuckles on. I like keeping the healing skill on just in case. And... seems to be working.
You're right, sir.
Eh? Yes, but can these salutors also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're right, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
Our social link went up. The animations are slow. Yeah, I can't tell if that's just my computer being a bit slow. I might experiment again with the settings. Particularly if maybe not having the model might make it run a little bit better. First name basis. Like how many social levels did we increase in just that fight? Although this game has a red color scheme, so we might be confidants instead. Oh, can we manipulate now?
I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at Vasily's burned-out farmstead. Luca sincerely loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her? You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that.
Luca's trace. Talk to Vesna. Let's also save. I'm not feeling that. It's a lot of autosaves. Homestead, burnt homestead. What triggers the autosaves, honestly? Is this like every interactable?
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
You'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
It is clear that this is not the first time Vesna has threatened someone with her husband. Luca must not have the best reputation in the village. Residents see Luca as a sullen churl and a recluse. However, he seems to have a soft spot. Luca was at Vasily's house on the night the murder and fire took place.
I know you're scared, but please, just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
What do you want?
Let's start with this.
Please, don't be afraid. I just need to know where I can find your husband.
He's chopping wood in the clearing by the forest.
Oh. I hope to also give her the doll, but... Okay, do we have to go back to... your doll now? I will have to remember that. It seems... It's actually in our inventory. Oh! I mean, maybe she would have let us keep it anyway, and we can, like, use it against the boss. I guess we're going back.
Again?
Yes.
This time, it's a matter of life and death.
Kitty!
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Luca. It has to be Luca.
Do you still want to catch that Salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Did you hear? We're going to see Luca Bogosian.
Thou has established a genuine bond. Yeah, I do know. Like I did watch your review once or twice. One when the game came out, and one more recently. Double check it is something I wanted to try on stream, and I do believe there are multiple endings. But this is a CR adventure. We need 6 hours for now. Saying it could vary. Oh, hello.
I'm not here to fight.
Luca!
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
Why did you do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one who brought the Saliter here. The spirit that you all say arrived in the village after Vasily's death. The Saliter is what's making fear consume you all and making you hot-headed. And it's because of your flaw, which has been within you since the murder took place.
A murder might just be about to take place.
Cut off his head.
What?
Tear off his head before he opens his mouth again.
Unless you're the one that killed him.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here!
Here you are, Bukalaj. Vesna's flaw is mine, and yours.
Oh, interesting. Do we get to change this later? I'm surprised at the difficulty level. We waited this long. Interesting choice. I am gonna go for balanced. Oh, wow. To defeat a wild Salutator, you must get rid of the shadows that protect him. Vanquishing the shadows will weaken him, but the weaker he is, the more fiercely he will fight back. The bard tells you when the wild Salutator sends more enemies against you. Why don't we put one in everything for right now? And now... let's see how well our deck building... And don't we have... Oh yeah, there's the acquired flaws. I'm very curious how this turns out. I wonder... It looks like it has bullets in it. Okay. This looks awesome. What is round one? Okay. Oh, you have a lot of focus. Okay. Let's start. By bringing the focus down. And you are casting Doom. Cast Suffering. Receives damage 2 at the end of turn, max 4 times. Let's just keep trying to do the diversion. States. Vukovac has caused you to enter the suffering state. States can have a benign or potentially deadly effect. Read the descriptions carefully so you don't get caught off guard. Don't worry, I like reading. So then if we use... Stores your focus, which is the one that... Stores health points. Removes all negative status effects from you. Let's do that. Heal us a little bit. I mean, it might be okay to just... We don't have to do the focus. We can just damage anyway. Then actually might be more worth it at this point. Oh, and look, the 80% chance to... Oh, now there's two. Okay. You only have one, so yeah, let's get rid of you first. I definitely want to get rid of this. And what are you doing? Damage, damage, suffering. I wonder if we get to have, like, more party members. Yeah, let's use this one so we get the health as well. Yeah, let's just work on... Kill you... 25% chance to... Let's remove the negative states, and then we'll do the kill next turn. Six or slow. I want to get the healing, so. Oh yeah. I misread the order there. Okay. Let's just go for the kill. Oh, we've acquired... Okay, this is how we get them.
You lose. You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
Aiming, okay. You defeat Vukovac. The deed dimension salutator. Okay. Okay, but you cannot tame him on your own. Rasputin comes to your help. The untamed salutar won't obey your orders, stops you from developing, and weakens your perception. Fortunately, Rasputin soothed his anger. You achieved the unachievable.
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
And you, why are you just standing there? Are you just letting them do this? Fine, I'll handle it myself. I did it before, and I can do it now.
What have you done? Go. You don't need to see this.
Ven, okay. Force Vesna to flee. Remind Luca of the proof that he loves Vesna. Prevent Luca from making rash decisions. I do nothing. Well, it's always nice that that's an option. What does this mean? Okay, that's our text log. I mean, I would like to be able to do multiple things. My sort of question is, because we tamed the salutar, does that not make her look better? I mean, yes, she did kill him, but I guess I'm not quite getting the order. I guess was it because she killed him that the salutar came to her, or was it the other way around? Did she kill because of the salutar? Remind Luca proof that he loves Vesna. I don't actually know what to do here already. In the knowledge, do nothing. We could just let it play out. So is the rash decision he's gonna intervene, or not? Number 2 is the stars. Stars are neat. That is true. And it wasn't like something... Was it mandatory to get that? Let's try.
Think, Luca. Your feelings for Vesna are still true, I know that. Hear out her reasons before you do anything.
Okay.
You two better not come back to the village!
As if we wanted to.
Let's look at our journal. I reminded Luca of his love for his wife. He defended Vesna from the mob when they were banished. He left with her. At least they're still alive. Okay. Okay. That works. Let's... Okay. Okay, so these aren't, like, necessarily unlocked. We have to acquire them. Allows you to manipulate the deed dimension. This one's allows you to manipulate heart. Let's take a look-see. With this inherited flaw, it belongs to Vesna, a simple peasant girl from Transcaucasia who killed her father in retaliation for his cruelty. Yeah, I don't think that was super... I feel like that should have come up more as part of that confrontation. Lukovac follows this flaw. Increases deed dimension force by 1. Interesting. How? Cast suffering on the enemy. If the enemy's health points is or at less than 50%, the skill additionally casts a state on a random enemy. Cast suffering. So that is this sort of damage over time. Bloody wedding. Inflicts damage equal to 8 for each enemy affected by suffering state. Inflicts damage, the lower the enemy's health points, the faster the skill speed. Inflicts damage, casting all enemies. We might have missed some backstory when we Jedi mind trick. Oh, good point, good point. When we Jedi mind tricked her instead of giving the doll. I mean, it made me feel cool that I spent the points. I wanted to do the cool abilities. But yes, maybe that's not all we should have done. Suffering. And these. And we still have 1 point. That we can put in. And if we get to here... Bond is restored. Tamed. So I wonder if he's gonna be around... I mean, if we need Respian's help... Agony. Inflicts damage. Action, reaction. Is this counter? Lucky chance. I want to see what the rest of this is. Well, I guess we're going for a balanced build for a while. Hello.
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. The things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
Excuse me?
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father.
Oh?
Do you still want to send something?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
About your father's death.
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
I guess I've got to change my plans.
Just a moment ago, I was thinking about Vienna or Budapest and going on from there to Paris, but now I've got to get to Warsaw first. What about you?
Thanks to you, I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
And with this, I hope so. I hope this is where it's leading. I don't know. This is not a self-insert protagonist. Is that a threat?
Your question sounded like a threat.
Because it is, for all of us. I have the skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it. This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
We're buds now. What's happened so far? The prologue was mostly a tutorial. We went to find... User Kim, I can't believe it. I'm so glad. Prologue was we just solved a little mystery. Met Rasputin. Did some side quests.
Warszawa! Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
Not under circumstances like these.
I definitely didn't expect I'd be coming to my father's funeral so early.
I've noticed you two had certain differences in your views on life.
Yes, especially on my life. But admittedly, that's not a very exciting discovery. Is that all you've learned about me on our journey?
You drool in your sleep. Anything in there about Warsaw?
Let's go over the news.
Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and politics.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Let's see what we sensed.
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three petitions. Miners, steelworkers, governesses, maids, speculators, thieves. I've forgotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
Sure.
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the horse.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to Warsaw.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
You've received a quest, the Mermaid City Sun. Sorry. It disappeared during that cutscene for a sec because I was grabbing my stray dog. She wanted up. Let's just look around just for a minute. I know there's an interactable there. See how much we can see. Ooh. I want to know. I think this is gonna be our hub.
When people unite, empires fall.
Just want to take a little look-see before we finish up. Read revolutionary leaflets. Brothers, the 11-hour workdays are killing us. Let's follow the example of the workers in German and English factories and fight to reduce them to 9 working hours. Join the strike, put down your tools, and join the fight for our future. Oh yeah, we lost our fast travel. I'm sure we'll find an alternative. I still really hope that our mind trick, the heart trick, I guess, actually did make him feel better. So we have a menu, goose and jelly, crayfish, saffron milk cups, number salad, fancy. I don't know what milk cups are though, but saffron, portion caviar and snacks. Oh, menu was added, so important. Talk to any of you? Their Majesties have arrived. When this issue of the Courier is in your hands, the ancient city of Warsaw will be receiving its most distinguished guests. His Majesty Nikolai II, the Emperor of all Russia, the King of Poland, and the Grand Duke of Finland, and Her Royal Highness Tsarina Alexandra Fyodorovna will arrive in our city this afternoon. This will be the royal couple's first visit to Warsaw. On this long-awaited and joyous occasion, our city has taken up a festive appearance. Streets have been adorned with festoons of flowers and greenery, and the entire area that the royal procession will pass through is filled with crowds of people wishing to pay homage to their majesties on behalf of Warsaw and all of the kingdom. And with the vow of loyal allegiance, Polish hearts send to the throne a quiet echo of fervent desires and lasting comfort. These arise from His Majesty's words, who declared in his grand manifestos that his ultimate goal was to ensure the happiness of all his loyal subjects and to discern all loyal subjects' needs. Those gracious words of the sovereign have become a source of comfort for the people of the Kingdom of Poland, and the name of that comfort to the Polish people under Russian rule are happy to greet His Majesty today, trusting their substantial needs will be recognized and ready for civic and public service. Is this... I want to know if this is like actually... I assume this is actually today, because I think that will be interesting to get involved with. The Chief of Police of the City of Warsaw hereby inform the general public that, in connection with their Majesty's visit, the number of units patrolling the streets on this day will be doubled. Please, no stealth. Please. In particular, constables will look out for the groups of troublemakers that have been gathering more and more recently near major thoroughfares to protest against thaumaturges and demand that His Majesty officially condemn... Wow. Okay, interesting. Thaumaturges as charlatans and a menace to humanity. Yesterday, near Remarska Street, the police arrested 15 people who protested loudly and disrupted traffic, demanding that thaumaturgy be punishable by death. The protesters were intoxicated and started a fight with the police unit dispatched on the scene. Another point. Wanted notice. Got a gang description: hair blonde, eyes blue, face round, stature sizable, distinctive marks, dark circles under his eyes. Let me get my cheat sheet. The CY. Maybe I want to wait till some of these are said in the game before I really try. But and the O. Road métier, I think. Soft road métier. Oh, actually, the one thing this person, when I was looking up a review recently just to double check something, one of the videos that was popped up, and it was like this guy, it was his name is the worst boy. So I am excited to find out. Oh, he's the one I know. The reward won't make a difference. Okay. I'm excited to find out why he is known as the worst boy. Beware, citizen, beware the Thaumaturge who act in secret, plotting to bring down the economy and thus take complete control over our society. Let us protect our children from those degenerates, waiting for the right moment to take control of the most innocent minds and souls. Let us get rid of those parasites. Recent research shows that Thaumaturge brains are burned out from thoughts that go against nature, hence they cannot be treated equally to normal people. Let us act now before it is too late. Oh boy. I wonder, I haven't gotten a sense of how common they are in society. Today, the Supreme Order of August 28th was announced. The Governor General of Warsaw, Commander of the Warsaw Military District, Adjutant General Maksymowicz, will be released from his current duties while retaining the title of Adjutant General. He will be replaced by Second Command Adjutant General Scallon. I am seeing a lot of plot threads being sewn. The city that does not forget.
By such a crowd.
A circus has come to town.
These are troubled times. Brothers turn against brothers. Russia has had enough bloodshed. The violence must stop. When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw, Georgi Antonovich Scallon.
A butcher.
It's a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here. That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Not
Before
great.
and after execution.
Warsaw! The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None! Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocators.
He sure knows how to unite a crowd.
Pardon me. Are you Polish?
The accents are a bit all over the place.
I was born in Warsaw, but I'm lapsed. My name's Victor.
Banda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warszawa. Время террора закончилось.
Иди нахуй!
My first decision as Governor General of Warsaw. Arrestować.
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samo bladanie, Poliaki. We want that rebel. The loudmouth.
Damn.
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
Sure.
I didn't dare suggest it myself.
Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
Yeah, what are you suggesting?
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go.
Well, yeah, if you,
or I'd
you
take
know.
on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy.
Who are you?
Who are you, really?
Damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
I don't think we need to say that.
I'm going to take a look around.
Oh, we didn't actually get to ask the old woman. Wanda, who I met during the kettling incident, needs me to help her inconspicuously escape. Okay, let's do that before we finish. I didn't get to ask the old lady the, like, extra dialogue. Let's see. Any sparklies around? Be over here? Yep. Police barrier meant to help keeping order during the rally. The seemingly ordinary barrier carries the memory of a hand whose firm grip represents the determination of the one who controls it. It was the gendarme commander who set up the barrier, carrying in his heart a desire to return to the warmth of his home. All he needed was a scapegoat. Over here, are these the casings? Bullets that fell from under the woman's dress, scattered on the pavement. Small bullets carry big emotions. Hope, because they are meant to benefit the cause. Fear, which in these difficult times makes its way to even the hardiest of hearts. And determination, the companion of courage, without which it would be impossible to face reality. Each bullet was hidden in the nooks and crannies of the undergarments with care and precision. Just like the previous time and the time before that, this is nothing new for the person who took the risk. Or... okay, and we have... I wonder... I'm just wondering how deep we're going to go if we actually get to choose a faction here. Hello.
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
Do you want bloodshed?
Do you realize blood is about to be spilled? And that it might be mine?
Fuck off!
The workers' leader is a charismatic man whose words greatly move the crowd. He will not keep quiet even if it means ending up in a cell. I haven't really decided. I hadn't known how much we actually get to play a character, so I hadn't actually thought of what kind of direction I want to go yet. Talk to the corporal?
Pardon me, gentlemen.
The crowd has received the order. For now, zero response.
We'll give them a moment to arrest them all, book them, interrogate them. Gospodi will be home in November.
Gendarmes are ready to pacify the crowd. They won't hesitate to arrest those who draw their attention. Manhunt at the station. The sergeant wants to call it a day and go home as fast as possible. A manhunt entails a lot of work he'd rather avoid. With a little nudge, he might settle for taking in the agitators and letting the rest go. The workers' leader is perfect for that role.
Gentlemen, please forgive me. Maybe there's a faster way to get this situation resolved.
Back off, Polyak, or we'll start shooting. Paniatno, scrum. Davai.
Invoke your last name. And whoa, okay. Make the sergeant accuse the worker. Invoke your last name. I don't actually know what it's gonna do here, though. We'd like to. We don't want to have a fight here. I don't particularly want to go for the worker. I have no idea what that's going to do, but does seem to be a social link. I almost want to save and see what some of these do. I mean, if this is the one that just gets everybody to leave, let's save for a second. I want to see what happens, honestly. Oh, manipulate. Well, let's talk to the corporal first. Actually, do the save.
Corporal tell you we're going to shoot?
Okay, so that's the same. This is the manipulate option. Okay, so that's what these are. Can we get anything else from you?
Maybe you could think a little faster?
Okay, okay.
I'm going to take a look around.
I just want to see what invoke last name means.
Did the corporal tell you we're going to shoot?
Sergeant, I didn't want to do this, but my name is Viktor Shulsky.
Shulsky or Smolsky, I don't care.
We'll make an example of you for the rest of these bastards.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess if this, I'll take it if we can keep the rest of. Prevents any more fighting. Okay, selecting yourself or Salutor. You can preview both of you and your Salutor skills. This will help you plan your attack. Summoning another Salutor. You can summon another Salutor at any time. A green frame around the Salutor's image means they're exceptionally effective in a fight with the given enemy. Read the descriptions of the Salutor to find out why they'll be useful at the moment. Okay. Focus deprivation. Okay. I want to try out the new one, but let's. Yeah. Get down your focus. Cast Old Wound. Let's save this for the next one. Let's... Aversion and... this one. Enemy reinforcements are on the way. And now we can do concussion. Get rid of you. Okay, that hurt. But let's... Yeah, let's just get rid of you, and then... Okay, now it says... Now it says we want you. Interestingly. Okay, it's cool that you can switch them in the middle of a fight. Let's cast Suffering, see what that does. Okay, so you have Suffering. I think we will... Just fight for now, instead of getting down their focus. Okay. I don't think we're doing much for our public image here. Traits. Enemies can have a trait which makes them immune to your attacks. Traits are related to different dimensions and they can be disabled. To disable an enemy's traits, attack them with a salutor that belongs to the same dimension as the trait. Note that if you don't have the required dimension force, you can take away all of the opponent's focus and launch a strong attack. Okay. Belongs to the same dimension. Resistance attack. Okay. Want the other one. Let's, yeah. Yeah, let's see if we can interrupt. Oh, that there. Now we're using the gun. Wow, okay. Oh. Oh boy. Oh no.
Name?
This is the worst outcome.
Shulsky. Victor.
One of those Shulskis?
Yes.
My condolences. Now, profile.
Thank you.
Oops.
What you pissing in the bucket for, asshole?
Where else am I supposed to?
Brown in the bucket, whiz on the wall.
You better remember that, too. That bucket's gonna last you guys till tomorrow.
Can I use the phone?
Oops. My pride led me astray. I will... Jail for Victor. Why did we fight them? I wanted to try my pride option. And then we had a win in gameplay and yeah, jail for 1,000 years. That's exactly what I was thinking. And then we had a win in gameplay and we shot people, but they were fine in the cutscene. And that, my friends, is what we call ludonarrative dissonance. Now, I will live with those consequences. But I do want to see, is this inevitable? I do want to quickly see. What happens if we did turn in the other guy? Slowly. We're getting there. I mean, I am happy to see a very different path.
Tell you we're going to shoot?
Okay, what happens here?
Dostatečno. Should we go in and capture the worker who's mouthing off and let Deres go?
Da, Sergeant. We can use anyone as an example.
Shagom march!
Goodbye.
You're welcome.
I wanted to thank you at our next meeting. We could use someone like you.
We? Meaning the people you were carrying ammunition for and who got you Dutch pomade for your hair?
You haven't just got pretty eyes, you know how to use them. Maybe you'll find time one day for some jam donuts at Burke Rotblitz's.
Okay. We'll just see what this is. The woman I met during the kettling incident was smuggling bullets in the nooks and crannies of her undergarments. Clearly this wasn't the first time. Maybe fates will cross again when we meet for jam donuts. Okay, that is quite different. I am actually pleased to see that that is not an inevitability. But a whole new map for the jail. Okay. I'm not entirely sure why. Although the question is, who went to jail just because? It's for the content. And a damaged character model. Although we stood up, we did. And although I don't think we're doing very much for the public images of Thaumaturges, we do like the content. It's just hard to know what kind of content you'll get. Right. Oh, I guess I won't save there. Daytime. Okay. Thank you all very much for joining me. This is very my kind of game, and so I definitely want to continue this. But I will ask if you're all interested as well. Yeah, definitely next week as well. I'm not sure if we'll do an extra stream during the week, or there's something I want to record. I might put my stream towards that, which is for YouTube. It just depends on scheduling. And then killing time. The week after. Yes, I should, but I also do need to get back to Fallout. That's a good point as well. Then killing time won't be till the week after. Oh yeah, continuations of Fallout New Vegas. Okay. Yeah, maybe that'll be next week as well. But thank you all for joining me and putting up with the tech issues right at the beginning. And yeah, hopefully back to more regular. Just I'm leaning. My OBS. Thank you all so much, and I will see you again. Bye bye.